Well, welcome back to Europa Universalis 3, where not that much has happened the past few years. I think even our truce with Austria, among others, has already run out. Also, our king has changed. His son Karl the First is on the throne. Um, and even his son is already like 14 years old, but he kind of started at 11 when his father took the throne. So apparently, it continues to simulate, heirs behind that if everything goes well. In any event, what I wanted to do this time, because there doesn't seem to be a decent option for war at this point, but are close to filling out a full of manpower, a fool of a manpower, a pool of manpower. I thought we might want to go crusade because Lithuania, of all people, has called a crusade against the Ottomans, and a couple of big players have already joined. So I thought we might as well, you know. There's nothing that keeps your army tradition high as kill a bunch of Muslims. Sorry. Anyway, that's just anyway, I have an army prepped that I'm gonna send down there. We have a much higher army limit at this point, higher than in the past of 39, which would have been amazing during that war against Austria. But anyway, so we're gonna start marching down here. We do already have passage through there. And I believe we're gonna declare war as soon as we get there. I need to give them advance warning that we're coming to. But, gonna declare war. Not gonna send down everything. I have another squad up here that's basically here for revolt suppression, because right now people feel like revolting. Because our legitimacy, because of the recent change, is still kind of low. When it was 100% legitimacy, barely anyone was rising up, but now they think, that son, he's maybe not quite the warmonger that his father was, so maybe we can now rise up and... Well. Also, our textile manufactory is done at this point. I believe it was in Alish, right? Right. So we'd get huge production, a huge income from production here. Also, the textile manufacturer also continuously provides a monthly production tech investment of 5, which is awesome. So even if we don't spend any research on that, any money in research in that particular field, we'll still get, some benefits out of that. So I would like to build more, which is why I'm kind of saving up money at the moment. Anyway, doesn't seem to be any enemy here. Question is where we're gonna attack. Since Lithuania and Poland are also supposedly in the war, I would imagine that there's more stuff going on here. Let's check the terrain real quick. There's a forest here, lots of hills. There's woods here. So maybe Bosnia or Otania, I guess. I don't particularly want to annex anything here, but if the war is going really well, I can always just release a couple of people and kick the Ottomans back a little. Although they probably also have some pretty decent provinces like Graz. Well, then let's go to Bosnia. Oh wait. Holy war, that accursed infidels! We need to smash them. Do we want our allies to join too? I think they can join on a if they want to basis. Most of them might not even have access here, so let's just do it ourselves. Knight, Hijaz, Jalarits. No idea who all these people are, but I would guess they're far away. Also restructured our navy a little bit. We have fewer troop transports now, but modern ones only. I also built a few light ships. So that process is still a work in progress. Poland accepted peace with Ottomans. Interesting. Marriage offer from Moldavia. Just got it into existence and you already want to have marriage offers. Sure, why not? Moldavia have now honored the military. Well, I guess our next target is gonna be Moldavia, because they send a marriage offer our way, and then... Seems there's been a misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of Karl I. Seems that she was the daughter of a lowly farmer from outside Königsberg. Yeah, well, what about it? Apparently we're gonna go to Moldavia next, take them over. Maybe we can actually do that right now, because there's nothing going on in Bosnia here at the moment. Since we are here already, we might as well continue. Alright, you're gonna all turn up down here. Where's the Turks? Oh, there's some. Lots of cavalry. And I think they also have better cavalry than we have, because some Muslim countries have pretty decent cavalry to start out on. While ours is also better than the troops we initially start out on, but we have invested. But we do have a little bit better troops these days. There's lots of them coming all of a sudden. Oh damn! Where's everybody else? There were other people at war with them. Where the hell are they? War with a couple of the biggest naval nations on the continent, and there's no one to be seen. Not a single one. Alright, but we somehow won this fight, miraculously enough. Thing is, well, I might want to follow them and deal with them, hopefully, just immediately. Detach siege units here. We would arrive before they do. Alright, let's make a save in case they have more reinforcements and that wasn't just their entire army. I pray to the goddess that that was the entire army though. Ooh, -4, -1. That's not good for you, I think. We won again. Are they going to different places? Dalmatia and to Ragusa. Guess we'll go to Dalmatia because then we can still join up with the people at Bosnia. Do you want white peace? I have no idea who you are, so sure. You can have white peace, whatever. Moving on. So far no further army has materialized, but they might be about just recruiting more people. And where the hell is the freaking rest? Castile, Lithuania. Well, that's one army down. He will join up with our other guys now, though. No reason to split up and get overwhelmed by the cavalry. Apparently I have an army that's kind of keeping Lithuania at bay. Alright. Do I really need to send more people down here? Man. I might be getting to you in a moment, I'm not entirely certain. It's just a white piece you want, you can forget about that. Rebuild our morale though. Castile, what's going on? Or Castile had other wars as well? Not at the moment. So not entirely certain what they're waiting for. Oh. We could become Defender of the Faith. Will cost money though. We have higher morale of armies and navies. I'm entirely sure what Castile will think about us just claiming the title, but I have no interest in being Defender of the Catholic Faith when I'm secretly planning to, you know, just get out of that whole Catholic thing in the first place. So we have province decision in Livland and Cork. Oh, we can enact settlement policies here. I see. Less revolt risk, but less taxes. Not particularly a fan of that. Especially since we don't really have a higher revolt risk in either of those provinces. But that settlement policy has been working out reasonably well in Samogitsia. I think eventually we kind of stopped. And as a result, they appropriated our culture, or we kind of appropriated their stuff, and they were probably forced to follow our culture. But anyway, generally I think it's good to have that. Have a unified culture everywhere. So let's... +8. So right now we're currently at 3, 6, 8, 9, -9, and there's 6, 7-ish. Or maybe we'll do it later when we have higher legitimacy and we're not in a war. Well, Lithuania seems to be having problems. Oh, hell, we already have an army there because they tend to rise up every now and then. There's the army that I was waiting for. Hello there, Castile. Took long enough to show up. So now where would we want to go? Seems to be extremely defensible, though I'm not entirely certain why. Lots of hills. I see. Well then, let's not move too much, let's just stay here. We can always ask to liberate Bosnia or something. I think they used to be here at some point, but then... Oh, they were wiped out. Now you wanna siege it back with a single guy, I see. What you doing there? Create a new unit then. Like 2 knights. All of a sudden you don't want to do that. That's an effing shame, man. The army is still out there somewhere, so maybe I actually don't want to go to Serbia because that might be a trap. Peace offer from the Ottomans. That man. Even coming to us. Brave Ottomans, I guess? Yeah, there's the army. They're going to Hum though. No conversion Hum then. Can always start detaching more cavalry if we need to. So, hardly want to round 2. It's fine. -4. Not sure why they think they attack me here. We outnumber them, and we have the terrain working in our advantage. Now even the countryside is rising up. With Bosnian nationalists, they feel like, oh, there's these Prussian people that want to liberate us. I don't know, maybe. Well, that battle didn't particularly go in your favor. Let's detach a siege regiment. And we're gonna go down to Ragusa again. We'll arrive before they do. Good. Don't need to go here. The nationalists can take care of that. We just keep some of our mounted units here so that they can help defend each guys. No, because they are getting ideas over here. Well, there goes that army. You in hell? Oh no, you don't want to fight. Bad. Well, the war has been going rather well. It makes me wonder if, when it's all going to, you know, down the drain. They are making progress in Lithuania somehow, though. But Lithuania had a big army, you know, so I'm kind of surprised. Because I'm kicking their ass here and not entirely sure what kind of forces they have to just take care of things, but so far they've not been able to kick me out. So we'll wait until we get control of Hum 2, then we'll possibly move somewhere else. But one thing I failed to mention that I could go over here in a second. We have new allies, which are both the small states of Anhalt, Saxony, and Meissen. We all offered alliances to them on literally the same day. I thought maybe just one would accept it, but they, strangely enough, all did. With Leipzig especially, we managed to improve the relations so far that we convinced them, just by talking to them, that being of vassal is much better and much safer. So at some point in the far future, we could think about annexing them, because we need Leipzig for in order to form Germany, I believe. I think it's one of the provinces mentioned here. Yes. So we could either get that, because we also have royal ties now. It's also possible that if they ever run into legitimacy issues, we might just inherit it. So I have some measure of hope that I might be able to just convince some of them to work for us. Not sure what Castile is doing there, but we just got control of that. So which ass do we want to kick next? I don't think they don't want to continue the siege in Dalmatia for some reason. This is particularly weird. So I don't want to annex anything. How about you release Bosnia? I don't want to do that. At 60%, we're not that far away from it either. Not really willing to do that yet, so let's stay in there for a while. Unless you really have outrageous amounts of money, then I might also just go for that. 100. I wouldn't really say that's an outrageous amount. So Castile, don't you want to, you know, do something? No? Then we're gonna go to Dalmatia, I guess, and siege that. Have to keep a clean-up crew to just deal with their reinforcements, though. Or we just go to Serbia now and kick them out from there. Possible, we might be able to do that. Without finding another army that they just raised in a few months, you know? Which I wouldn't totally rule out as a possibility. Scotland tells of the end of religious turmoil. Good for you. We haven't quite reached that yet. You're just moving out. Alright. Sure you want to go there? Seemed like a good idea to me, just you know, saying. Why is Castile not moving? They're just hanging around in Bosnia now. They don't really need to siege or anything. Rather odd behavior we're seeing here. Represent accepted peace with full the annexation. Not nice. Now we're at -4. Well, we'll waltz through there probably. The Moldavian army. Castile, could you maybe take care of those stragglers, you know, if you don't mind too much? We can knock them out real quick. Then return to Serbia. Take the rest of our people that we left behind for the siege. Alright. Okay. So, would you be willing to listen to more reasonable peace terms now, maybe? Well, at least you would give us money this time. Something. But not Bosnia. You sure? Production of sphere. You would be willing to talk about that, but I don't particularly gain anything from it. And so far we're hanging in here. We need to send up a cleanup crew to just, you know, deal with the stragglers. But unless Castile might, you know, just move their sorry asses somewhere. Apparently they're not. That's a lot of our cavalry. Now they're moving! Wow! Congratulations, you found out how to march, Castile. How'd you get to the powerful position where you're at? Wow. God damn it. Should have sent more. Ugh. Goddess. Just to stop them from following. Bavaria wants marriage again. You have your issues sorted out? Currently, you don't have a disputed succession anymore. Good for you. Possibly we may need to detach more. Let's detach Siege Regiment. And then send the rest also to Bosnia, I guess. And now they don't want to do that. Yeah, see what you're doing there. Serbia instead. Gonna go. Gonna wait until they actually did that. Going. 11th February, you sure? Because that stack is just gone now. Anyway, you're going to... But we could intercept that. Alright. Ugh, -4, -1. Certainly. I don't particularly like fighting here. Seems to give the defender a huge advantage, this whole friggin' area. Like, maneuver warfare is like non-existent here, pretty much. What? You get your morale back, man. Well, we're going Dalmatia. Well, arrive there before you do. A little bit too far away from my from the rest of my army for my liking, so that just now a big army could just waltz in here and cause problems. But apparently they're still busy kicking the Lithuanians. So maybe we'll get lucky. Also, Castile just went somewhere around here. Not entirely sure where they decided to go. And goodbye. And you too. Alright, now we're gonna move back eastward. Attaching some siege regiments while we do that. Oh, where do you decide to go? Now in Kosovo, congratulations. I'm not moving away though. Should probably have me worried. That's another siege regiment. One over there. Oh no, he doesn't want to throw his people away. Good choice. I already dealt with them before the main army arrived. See you. Alright, we're losing a lot of manpower here. But I think the war is almost over. Not entirely sure if it was worth it. I mean, we got a lot of, you know, army tradition out of it, which is always worth something, in my opinion. Well, let's introduce heir. Friedrich Albrecht, come of age. Centralization needs benefits. Of course, centralization is great. And the alliance casus belli against Lithuania, Pomerania. What's going on there? That war with Georgia, Poland, Muscovy, and Tver. See. Maybe you want to end this war then? And deal with Lithuania instead. Although possibly they don't really need our help when they have Georgia, Poland, Muscovy, and Tver. I mean, Poland is not a major player at this point. Poland has basically been partitioned, as it happened in history too, I'm afraid. And right now they pretty much only control Warsaw and Lublin, so it's, you know, they have been a more major player at some point in the past. Well, feel like I need to finish up at least one more siege before I get possibly reasonable peace terms. And Tver hasn't asked for our assistance so far. And with Lithuania just being overrun by the Ottomans in the south, apparently, they decided, you know, no, might be a good chance to kick Lithuania in their backs, but good choice. Might have been one of mine. But I decided there were no good options, so I just went somewhere entirely else. Still war with Castile, Switzerland, Tripoli. I'm not sure where the Castilian army went, but I might be expecting some reinforcements coming from the north in the near future. What? Formed in Memo. seem to be very sure of themselves that they can deal with what I have in Serbia, which is, you know, all of my cavalry and one infantry. They have their leader again. Their leader seems to be pretty good. So let's do the following. Let's split this in half. You're also gonna go there just to make them think about it again. Currently, since I can move to Serbia rather quickly, I can also just wait until they actually have moved there, then start moving too. Might be getting there before we lose the fight. I should do another save just to be on the safe side. Because they seem to be very certain of themselves. Now they're waiting even further. They picked up some reinforcements. Come on, could you get those sieges done, please? I don't want to deal this, you know, I'm threatening to go there, you're threatening to go here thing. That's kind of embarrassing, really. Now they're moving away. No, they're not. Still going to Kosovo. I need to send my cavalry down to Kosovo too. I'm being so self-assured. But only as soon as the fight starts. 19! Oh, god damn it. Well, there we just have to hand over everything. Assuming they're still going there. 5th. 2nd. 5th. Home 1 army. Not sure if we get the bonus or not if we have weird groups, but let's home 1 cohesive army. They're still coming though. At -4. What the hell? Where did that army come from? Are you seriously kidding me? Where the hell did that come from? I didn't see any of that. Jesus, what the frick is Castillo doing? Well, we got Dalmatia at least. Probably try to pull out at this point though. We need to make peace terms now. No, doesn't really matter what they are at this point. Going to Serbia. Yeah, we can. Unless they continue moving for some reason, which would be weird. Anyway. So we would get white peace. We also get some minor concessions. So I can either get 150 ducats or release Bosnia, which might lead into problems in the future. Or both, apparently. And Croatia, too. Alright. I think I can live with that. I think I can very much live with that. Yeah, that's asking too much now. I see. Okay, good. Alright. Good. Prussia, the defender of the downtrodden and other people, have liberated some poor nations again. You know, we can't be, you know, nice to other people if we see a long-term benefit in that. That is. All right, you're all gonna just go back here. You might want to help Anhalt dealing with their peasant uprising. Alright. That was that. I want to say that was fun to some extent, but at the end, again, you know, a lot of things happened at the same time. We got just a whole bunch of the world was just made visible to. Right? Alright, so that was that. I don't think I'm immediately gonna follow it up with the war against Lithuania. They seem to be busy already, and we already threw away quite a lot of manpower. The other was Pomerania and Switzerland. It's a intriguing prospect, but what do I really want to gain from that? I can't get Vilna because that's a capital, you know, so that would be out of any possible peace negotiations. The main thing I could get out of this is, you know, maybe they release someone again. Just, you know, instead of having a whole bunch of big blobs, we're gonna be doing some de-blobbing, where we make, instead of one of the big blobs, we make a couple of small blobs that, if they ever have any serious ambitions that run counter our own, we can just deal with them on an individual basis instead of the one big blob. You know, that's always tempting, but I think I've just already threw enough manpower at something that I really didn't need to do. But was, I think, worthwhile doing. I didn't particularly increase war exhaustion by much because I didn't raise war taxes. It was just some light crusading, you know? Some people hunt animals for sport. We do some light crusading when we're bored, apparently. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this episode right here. I'll be thinking more about if I want to join this war against Lithuania or not. So far, it seems like the others are already having control of things. So, not sure if I really should join. Could liberate like Crimea and stuff, you know. But I don't know. Do you have any allies? Pomerania and Switzerland. Is Pomerania in that war too? They are. One thing that we could do, and probably might be worthwhile doing actually, is to join that war specifically to vassalize Pomerania, because they're in that war. We join that war on the side of our allies. Not sure if we gain control of it or not. If we do gain control of it, we can just waltz over to Pomerania and just vassalize them. I have no intention of annexing them, but just vassalize them so they work for us in the future. That might be worth it. I'm not entirely sure if we'll get control of the war or by just joining. Because the other participants in the war are also pretty big. So, not sure if that'll work out. That might be a reason to go for it, but I kind of doubt that's what's going to happen. So I'm just gonna wrap this episode right here. In the next one, we might be going to war against Lithuania, or maybe we're 20 years in the future for some whatever reason. Also, Anhalt seems to have lost the siege already, so no point going there anymore. Well, anyway, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.